Hey. Hey! What's up, you guys? In today's video, we're going to be doing a little get ready with me, a little makeup tutorial. If you guys want to see how I colored and installed, well, not installed, I install it off camera and just style it for you guys. But if you guys want to see the way I colored this hair and styled it, I'm going to leave a link down below. But yeah, let's get lit. I already prepped the skin. Let me show you the things that I used. Alright, so I'm just doing this makeup tutorial because I'm falling behind on Instagram, as in I'm not posting consistently like how I used to. I've been trying to take a lot of pictures lately and it just wasn't working out. So that's what we're doing today. Since I'm going to take pictures today, why not film a video on the makeup tutorial? Right? I use the Sephora cleansing water. It feels very nice and refreshing on the skin. I don't break out from it. I love the smell. It's just very nice and cooling. After that, I use the Caudalie Vegan Serum SOS Quench Thirst. But yeah, this is the serum that I've been using lately when I go into my makeup. Lately, I've been feeling like I need a lot of hydration. My skin's been looking a little dull, a little dry. For eye cream, I'm using the Complete Eye Renew Balm from Algenist. On top of the serum, I use my Farmacy Honey Grail. This is just an ultra hydrating oil. I wouldn't recommend this for anyone. I don't know, if you're not the glowy, dewy type of person, if you don't like that, I wouldn't suggest this. But I don't have severe dry skin or just dry skin at all. I have combination, but I don't mind using this. The texture is very thick and it's super hydrating. So if you have really dry skin, I feel like that's something that will really help you. Now, as my primer, I'm gonna use my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. Alright, so I am going to try someone's technique out today. I will be trying Hrush's technique. She did Bsimone's makeup and I was really excited to do that because it was another model of color and I can really relate to the skin type and products that I should try. Yeah, so I'm going to try her technique. It's really interesting, and you know I like to try different techniques. So I'm not going to do everything exactly like her, but most of it is. For instance, right now I'm going to color correct. Bsimone didn't have to color correct. I'm guessing that her skin was more even than mine. So I'm just gonna take this Charlotte Tilbury eye and face cheek corrector in the shade Re10, and I'm gonna put this on any areas where I feel like my makeup tends to look gray. Do you guys feel like it's worth it to go? That's a dumbass question. I was gonna say if it's worth it to go to an esthetician. I really want to. I want to get like a really nice facial because I never ever gotten a facial before. But I really want to try one. But at the same time, I'm very scared too because of, you know, the pandemic and everything. I only got one of those like little perks that you get at Sephora where they kind of suck out any clogged pores that you may have, and then they plump the skin with like a serum going into your pores. But I want like an actual facial. Like I even want to try dermaplaning. That looks really interesting because it brightens the skin and it removes that dead layer. Oh, I'm drinking some Henny. Ooh, I mean, why not? What's today? It's Friday, so why not enjoy it? Why not have a little drink? Okay, I'm gonna go in with my Mcrath Concealer in M18. But wait, I'm just gonna let this chill for a little bit. See, that's the thing. I don't know what she does, because her technique is starting with like a very light concealer, very similar to Scott Barnes. But what if you have to color correct? You know what I mean? So I just let that set for a little bit. And then I'm gonna just go over. I'm not using my fingers. I like using this product with my fingers for some reason. I don't know why. Let's see. Oh no, I don't have enough. And there's like so much in the bottom, but I can't reach it. Ugh, so annoying. That little. Oh. I'm gonna just open another one. Actually, no. I'm gonna take a very thin brush and I'm gonna dip it in here and get that. Oh yes, look at all that concealer that I got. That's a good, okay, that's a good tip. If you have anything, if you have a brush that's really thin and you're running out of your concealer, there's a whole bunch of concealer down here that you can't touch because the doe foot applicator isn't long enough. But yeah, this is lit. Okay, I am gonna go a little heavy today because I'm taking pictures. Full coverage makeup I feel like looks very flattering when it comes to photos and when you're using lights. Sometimes when you do a very natural look, if you don't have the right type of lens, like a very close-up macro lens, I don't know if that's what that's called, I just pulled that shit out of my ass with all the YouTube photography videos that I've been watching. Because this little area right here, it does get a bit darker, I'm gonna put a darker concealer right on top of that. Oh. What she does is she takes, okay, no, I'm gonna contour. I had to contour first. Shit. Okay, this is a Sephora 99 brush, and I'm just gonna go ham because we're gonna put foundation on top of it, so it's gonna diffuse under the foundation. Oh, that's right. So I completely forgot. There's a tip that she came up with. Darker skin tones, she brings the color up a lot higher. So that technique is more for blush. If you are of a darker skin tone, I don't know if you guys noticed, if you guys do wear makeup, that blush is like the first thing to go, and it doesn't really show up even like how many layers you applied. The bronzer is gonna give that depth, like it's gonna give it like a pre-base for the blush so it can show up. And I do notice that, like, I notice I can pack on so much blush, and when I take pictures, you just don't see it. What she does is she takes a lighter foundation and she blends out the edges of the concealer that she applied. The foundations that she uses, they're very lightweight, and I don't have a whole bunch of lightweight foundations in different shades. I'm gonna use my Becca Skin Love and mix it with my Charlotte Tilbury Flawless filter because the Flawless filter is a little bit lighter. I'm gonna take this buffing brush from Pat McGrath. With a lighter concealer. I just want it to be a lot brighter, okay? So yeah, don't think that this is like some everyday type of makeup look. This is for photos and like my type of photos. Like I like to be in my photos. We take another brush and we're gonna go in with a darker foundation. My darker foundation of choice is gonna be my Pat McGrath Skin Fetish, and this is in the shade M24. Even though I do use this as an all over, it's still pretty dark for me because this is my summer shade. And then yeah, you're just gonna put this darker foundation where the contour belongs. Now I'm going with my Sephora 47 brush, and now I'm just gonna blend out the center. I wanted to ask you guys a question. What do you guys do when, you know, you have low confidence? Like you're a confident person, but for some reason it just suddenly dropped. And I feel like that's something that's happening to me. I'm trying to get back into how I used to just feel and react to things or go about things a different way. I just feel like lately I haven't had any confidence. Like, you know, when I film a video, I don't like it, but I put it up anyway because it's like I keep filming and filming and filming these videos. I have to upload one. I can't keep putting off or not uploading certain videos because I'm being too much of a perfectionist, or I just don't like my vibe, and I honestly don't know what's going on with that. The other day I took a whole bunch of pictures and I didn't like not one. I feel like I looked very awkward, so I just didn't post anything. That's also a reason why I'm doing this makeup tutorial and this video, is because like I'm not gonna keep doing my makeup over and over, not creating any content for YouTube and failing at these pictures that I just don't like. I want to know you guys' opinion on self-confidence and what you do to uplift yourself again if you are in a funk. Wow, this is beautiful. If you guys can comment down below, that would really help, because I don't know, like I'll try to get in the groove of filming, playing music, having a little wine, you know, smoke a little something. But like I feel like I'm doing a good job when I'm doing the video, but when I go back to edit, it's like, oh my god, my energy is so draining. Like I look miserable. Okay, this looks really good. Beautiful, beautiful, very natural. I'm gonna set my under eye We're gonna use the Laura Mercier translucent powder in Honey. My favorite translucent powder right now is the perfect shade. I'm gonna take my mini Tati Beauty Blenderful because my other one ripped, and just pat that in. Oh no, my makeup is getting messed up. Okay, so I didn't wait until this to dry all the way, so it's still a little damp. The only thing that I don't like about the Blenderful is that you have to let it dry overnight, and look at that fucking patch. Okay, I'm gonna just use a beauty blender. I'm gonna use my Laura Mercier in medium deep, right? Yeah, medium deep. Flip the beauty blender on the other side because I don't want this area to be so bright. Don't leave that on for too long, so just buff this out right away. This is a Morphe M581 brush. I'm gonna use my Charlotte Tilbury bronzers. I'm using it in the shade number 3 and number 4. This is a Sephora 59 brush. So I'm just gonna mostly dab into number 3, and I'm gonna do like a few tiny taps on the number 4 because number 4 is very dark. So to bring this brightness back, this is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Compact. Brighten that up a little bit. Alright, so we're looking a little matte now. We're gonna move on to highlight and blush. I completely forgot that I wanted to wear this underneath my powder and not just my foundation, like powder and all that stuff. So I'm gonna use my Cover FX Enhancement Drops. This is in the shade Candlelight. And I'm just gonna put this right here. And then just blend it out. Okay, no, it still worked really nicely. It's fine. It's fine, people. It's fine. This is good because it dries down. Moving on to blush. I'm using the Rare Beauty Love blush. It's a liquid blush. I'm just going to do one dot there and one dot because these are very pigmented and you don't really need too much. So I'm going with the Sephora 93 brush, and oh my god, you gotta work fast with this unless it's gonna leave a little, I don't know. I'm gonna just dip it into the brush. That's how I usually do. I don't know why I put dots on my face. So I just warm it up and I just tap a little bit of that on a brush. I took some time out to prime my lids. I use the Nars eyeshadow base in medium dark, and I use my P. Louise base in Rumor 5. I know I said that I wanted to start using just eyeshadow primers, but lately I found the Nars to be a little bit drying for me, because you know I've been using this for a good month or a few weeks and it works perfectly fine, but lately, like I said, my skin has been very dull and dry, and my eyeshadow primer dries down. It's waxy. I feel like I needed a little bit of moisture, so I just mixed the two. We're gonna use the 420 palette. This is the first palette that we're gonna go into because I'm super obsessed. So I'm really obsessed with these two colors right here, blunt and full metal. Blunt is going first right here on my crease. So I've been feeling a little weird lately. I don't know if it's the Mercury retrograde or if it's daylight saving time that got me down. Like how I was telling y'all, my confidence, I feel like my self-esteem just really, yeah, I don't know why. I don't know what's going on. It's so weird. Like I said, I've been trying to take a lot of pictures, film videos, and I'm just not satisfied with the things that I'm creating. And like, yeah, I have been uploading things and posting on Instagram, but it's not like consistent like how I want it to be. Now this shade is the Full Metal. This is the same brush that I used to do that transition shade. I don't know what's been going on. It might be the weather. It's fall time, it's daylight saving time, so the sun goes down a whole lot earlier, and that kind of saddens me. I was actually really excited to film today because I was gonna do an early start, even though I started in the afternoon. But if it was summertime and I started in the afternoon, maybe like around 2 or 3 o'clock, I'll still have the sun till almost 9. And yeah, and I just feel like I haven't been successful in the like content that I've been trying to do, and that's something very stressing. And then this whole pandemic thing too, because it's like, I don't know if we're starting to get used to it or we just know the boundaries of the whole pandemic, like wearing a mask and everything. And I know that a lot of people has like went through their depression phase and their positive phase, and I don't know, I feel like this is like my phase. This is like my negative phase when it comes to the pandemic, because you can cheer yourself up and be in a good mood and do the things that you love, but that thought is always in the back of your mind, like, I can't believe I'm going through a pandemic right now. Things are so different. Like, even when you go out, like, it's fun, it's cool and everything, but you just still have that worry. So now I'm using my Soft Glam palette. I'm gonna go with Sienna. I'm happy, I'm grateful that I have a passion. I'm grateful that I do have a passion that I love, which is makeup, which is teaching people how to do makeup and just being myself on camera, being in my own private space. Like, it's really, really cool. I love that. So I feel like this pandemic has really brought that. I don't feel like it brought out that side of me, because I always wanted this. I always wanted to do this. I just feel like it was an extra push. I feel like this is a great time to work on yourself and to think about the things that you want to accomplish in life. I feel like this is a time where people realize that you just can't depend on a job where you clock into or where you are not your own boss. So yeah, like, a perfect thing to start is a YouTube. The perfect thing to start is a business. I know it must be hard with the pandemic and people are going through a tough time money-wise, because a lot of businesses are closing down, and it's like, what do you do? Whatever hobby that you do have, you can turn that into a business. I see a lot of people on my Instagram that I do know that weren't doing shit. They picked up on some hobbies and they made it into a career. Like, I see people doing nails now. I see more people becoming makeup artists. I see more people starting YouTube channels. Also, I see a lot of people opening like food pages and food businesses, like a truck, or like, I love to see that. I love to see people that are actually trying to do something with their life, not depending on a job, not depending when you're gonna call back. You can't rely on those things. You just never freaking know. Now I'm gonna go in with my Makeup Mario Master Metals, and I'm gonna use copper right here. I'm gonna see how this looks with my finger. Fucking beautiful. I feel like I don't have to cut the crease with these type of shadows. I have the manipulator, the liquid manipulator. I don't want it to be like too metallic, you know, so I'm just gonna put 1 drop of the metals manipulator. This is what it looks like. And a Sephora 18 brush. I'm just gonna create that crease. I'm gonna take some of that sienna shade again with a Morphe 15 brush, and I'm just gonna run this right here and on my lower lash line. I'm gonna drag that copper shade that I put on the lid right here. I'm gonna put a little bit of that gold right here in the inner corners. Alright, this is the Mario eyeliner. Ooh, that shit black. Alright, so before I put on my lashes, I'm gonna try this technique that Hrush tried. She takes a tiny, teeny bit of foundation, and she uses a like a buffing brush like this, something that's very lightweight. And after you're completely done with everything, with powder, blush, highlight, and all that, she takes the little bit of foundation, puts it on the brush, and goes over the makeup. Okay, you guys, lashes are on. Now we're gonna move on to lip. Obviously, I'm gonna use one of my favorite lip liners like I always do. This is the Morphe Vibes lip liner. I love this color so much. Oh my god. Coronavirus! I'm going with a liquid lips from Sephora collection in the shade 41. Okay, you guys, this is the final look. Thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a beautiful positive comment down below. Subscribe if you're not already. Give me a big thumbs up, and I'll see you guys soon.